last lecture, what we completed the in thermochemistry, the basic concepts that is the exothermic reactions, endothermic reactions. What is the enthalpy of a reaction? Now, what are the parameters that are governing the enthalpy of a reaction? That is the conditions at which at constant volume, constant pressure. Second condition is the stoichiometry. Third condition is the what we say, this is the physical state, isn't it? And fourth one is the allotropic forms, and fifth one is the dependence of temperature, dependence of enthalpy of reaction on temperature. So we derived some equation, that is Kirchhoff's equation. And after completion of enthalpy of reaction, now the next continuation is standard enthalpy of reaction. Standard heat of reaction is also known. It is also known as a standard heat of reaction. Standard enthalpy of reaction. It is represented by delta H naught R. Here superscript is 0, which corresponding to standard condition, R corresponding to reaction, delta H corresponding to enthalpy. It is also written delta R H naught, isn't it? Now basically, what is the enthalpy of a reaction? In the last lecture, it is the amount of heat energy either liberated or absorbed when all the reactants are completely converted into products as per their stoichiometry, isn't it? Now here also same situation, but the condition is standard condition, isn't it? Now the enthalpy of a reaction depends on certain conditions, isn't it? This is very important. We know what are the conditions in the previous video. Now here it is the change in enthalpy when all the reactants are completely converted into products. All the reactants are get converted into products in their standard state. Is known as standard enthalpy of reaction. Here, the important thing is the standard state. This is very important. What is the meaning of a standard state? Basically, what are the standard conditions? Here, in case of solid, liquid, gas should be at 1 bar pressure. This is the standard pressure. Next, substance dissolved in a solution, then concentration should be 1 molar, 1 mole per liter. This is the standard condition for concentration. Suppose when any solid substance is dissolved in a suitable solvent to make a solution, then the concentration must be taken as a 1m. This is a standard condition. Now, here temperature. temperature should be specified. It must be specified. However, when temperature is not mentioned, then it is taken as 25 degrees Celsius, that is 298 Kelvin, that is the room temperature. So it is the standard temperature generally we use in electrochemistry chapter. In thermodynamics, there is no any specific standard temperature, isn't it? The specific that is the temperature must be given. If temperature is not given, it is not mentioned, then we have to consider 25 degrees Celsius or 298 Kelvin is the standard temperature, but it is not always correct. It must be given in the question. If temperature is not mentioned, then we can consider 25 degrees Celsius, 298 Kelvin as a standard temperature, isn't it? Now these are the standard conditions. Basically pressure must be 1 bar. If the solution is considered, concentration must be taken as a 1 mole per liter. Now temperature must be specified. Otherwise, we can consider 25 degrees or 298 Kelvin as the standard temperature. In these conditions, the enthalpy change for a reaction is called standard enthalpy of a reaction. Now here, what are the standard conditions? Let us say substance. What is its standard condition or standard state? Now here, standard state is also commonly known as a commonly occurring compound. Most commonly occurring form of a compound, it is regarding as a standard state, isn't it? Commonly occurring form. Here, let us say I have substance hydrogen, I have substance oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, chlorine, fluorine, helium, methane, so on. Now all these substances at room temperature condition, they exist in the gaseous state. We know hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gaseous state, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, chlorine, fluorine, helium, methane, you take the ethane, hydrocarbon, ethylene, acetylene, all these are gaseous state in their standard state, isn't it? Now come to water, benzene, methanol, ethanol, chloroform, carbon tetrachloride. Now, metals generally exist solid state. Only one metal, there is exception, that is the mercury. Mercury is a liquid metal. Now, bromine. Generally, non-metals exist either in solid state or gaseous state. But here the bromine, which is a non-metal, exists in the liquid form. This is the standard state. Now, come to glucose, cane sugar, naphthalene, camphor, benzoic acid, metals, in the sense alkali metals, sodium, potassium, alkaline earth metal, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, aluminum, transition metals, D block metals, isn't it? Now iodine. Iodine is a sublimizing solid at room temperature, isn't it? They exist in the solid state. So this is the standard state of the some substances. Now come to allotropic forms. Suppose carbon exists in different forms, crystalline forms as well as amorphous form. In crystalline form, there are two important compounds of crystalline, diamond and graphite. Out of diamond and graphite of carbon, the most commonly occurring form, that is the standard state, is graphite. So consider for carbon, we always take a standard state of a carbon is graphite. Remember, this is very important. Diamond, graphite. Diamond and graphite. Out of these two, we have to take the most commonly occurring, most abundant occurring form. It is taken as the standard state, isn't it? Now come to sulfur. Sulfur, that is S8, isn't it? Sulfur S8. So here sulfur orthorhombic sulfur. Now come to phosphorus. Phosphorus P4, most commonly occurring form of the phosphorus, white phosphorus. Now remember, here P4 form, but the P4 form may be monomeric or polymeric form. Some phosphorus allotropies exist in monomeric form and some phosphorus allotropic forms exist in the polymeric form. So here white phosphorus, that is a monomeric form which is taken as a P4, isn't it? Now this is a white phosphorus which is commonly occurring, isn't it? Actually phosphorus allotropies, black phosphorus, red phosphorus, white phosphorus. Out of these three, stability order is black phosphorus, next red phosphorus, and last one is the white phosphorus. Here the most stable and common occurring element is considered as the stable state, that is the standard state. Now in case of carbon, graphite and diamond, there are two allotropies. Out of this, the graphite is the most stable and commonly occurring. But in case of phosphorus, black phosphorus is the most stable form of the phosphorus, but it is not most commonly occurring. The most commonly occurring phosphorus is the white phosphorus. So we give the priority to most commonly occurring form. Isn't it? Most commonly occurring form is the white phosphorus, and most stable form of the phosphorus is the black phosphorus. This is very important, isn't it? So this is the standard conditions. In standard conditions, we have to identify the physical state of the substance. Physical state of the substance, isn't it? Now, here, different types of enthalpy of reaction. So this is the main question in thermochemistry. In thermochemistry, basically we have to cover different types of enthalpy of reaction and how to calculate the enthalpy of reaction, isn't it? Now here there are various types of chemical reactions. Based upon that, there are different types of enthalpy of reaction, isn't it? Let us say one by one. Number one, enthalpy of formation. The first enthalpy of the reaction is enthalpy of formation. It is represented as a delta HF or delta FH. That is the abbreviation for enthalpy of formation. Here, basically, by seeing this symbol, F stands for formation, delta H means enthalpy of reaction. Now, the name is itself indicating that formation. That is, whenever we are preparing 1 mole of a substance, from its constituent elements in standard state, then the amount of heat energy either liberated or absorbed is referred as an enthalpy of formation. Here the enthalpy formation may be exothermic or may be endothermic. It is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a substance or compound is formed from its constituent elements which are most commonly occurring and stable. Which are most commonly occurring and stable. Here, the important thing is 1 mole of a substance to be prepared from where its constituent elements. The elements must be occurring most commonly and stable form. Now, if this enthalpy of formation is taken at standard state, then it is referred as a standard enthalpy of formation. When all reactants and products are in standard state, then it is called standard enthalpy of formation. Standard enthalpy of formation represented by delta H naught F or delta F H naught. Whenever superscript 0 that is not given to you, that means the question here in the standard condition. Standard conditions basically just now I told you pressure, 1 atmospheric pressure or 1 bar pressure, and the molar concentration 1 mole. In case of and no specification of temperature, we consider as a 25 degrees temperature is a standard temperature, isn't it? Now here, suppose I have to prepare carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide basically gaseous state at room temperature, isn't it? Now it containing 2 elements, one is carbon and other one is oxygen. So I am preparing carbon dioxide by using 2 elements, carbon and oxygen, isn't it? Now how many moles of carbon dioxide is there? 1 mole. This is very important. Now according to 1 mole of CO2, now come to carbon and oxygen balancing. It is already balanced equation. Now the carbon, here what I am writing? Graphite. standard state of carbon. Standard state of oxygen, gaseous state, and carbon dioxide is also gaseous state. Now this is represented as a standard enthalpy of formation. Standard enthalpy of formation. Now here it is minus 393.5 kilojoule per mole. 1 mole of CO2 when it is formed from its constituent elements in the standard state, the amount of heat energy releases. Remember, the enthalpy of formation, it may be exothermic or endothermic. Isn't it? Now, one more example. Hydrogen combined with oxygen to give water. What is the standard state of water? Room temperature 25 degrees Celsius, liquid state, and hydrogen, oxygen gases. Now this is corresponding to enthalpy of formation of 1 mole water. Now nitric oxide prepared from elements nitrogen and oxygen. So here I have to prepare 1 mole of a nitric oxide. So what I am doing here, I am taking 1/2 N2 and 1/2 O2 so that I will get 1 mole of a nitric oxide. Now the enthalpy, standard enthalpy of formation plus 90.4 kilojoule per mole. Isn't it? Now nitrogen combined with hydrogen to form ammonia. Now I have to prepare ammonia 1 mole. So to get 1 mole of nitrogen, we require half mole of N2 and 3/2 moles of H2. So that I will get 1 mole of ammonia. Ammonia is a gas and hydrogen, nitrogen also gases. Now standard enthalpy of formation of ammonia is minus 46 kilojoule per mole of ammonia. Isn't it? So these are some examples regarding the standard enthalpy of formation. Isn't it? Now here, one important concept here, in standard conditions, in standard conditions, the enthalpy of formation of all elements is assumed to be 0. This is very important from IUPAC conventions. We consider the enthalpy formation of all elements under standard conditions is assumed to be 0. That means here standard enthalpy of formation of graphite. What I am writing here? Graphite. It is taken 0. Now, standard enthalpy of formation of dihydrogen, standard enthalpy of formation of dioxygen gas, standard enthalpy of formation of bromine liquid, standard enthalpy of formation of I2 solid. Remember, it is only for elements, not for compound or substance, only for elements. I am writing carbon element, hydrogen, oxygen, bromine, iodine elements. Isn't it? Standard enthalpy of formation of rhombic sulfur is taken as 0. Standard enthalpy of formation of white phosphorus, standard enthalpy of formation of tin, the stable form white. Now here, suppose standard enthalpy of formation of C diamond. non-zero. Remember, diamond is not the stable form. Graphite is the stable form in the standard conditions. So the standard enthalpy of formation is non-zero, isn't it? Suppose standard enthalpy of formation of, let us say, I2 I am writing, but I2 here I am writing gas. The standard state of iodine is solid state, but not in the gaseous state. Suppose if it is given in the gaseous state, then we should not consider it is zero. We should consider it is non-zero. It is non-zero. That means the physical state is very important. It is only applicable for elements. That is also very important. It is not valid for compounds. Now, how to calculate the enthalpy of a reaction with the help of formation enthalpies? Now, when enthalpy of formation data given, enthalpy of formation of data is given, then calculation of enthalpy of reaction. Basically, enthalpy of reaction in standard condition, the algebraic sum of the enthalpy of formation of products, algebraic sum of the enthalpy of formation of reactants. This is the first formula we use in thermochemistry. Enthalpy of a reaction in the standard condition is equal to standard enthalpy of formation of products minus standard enthalpy of formation of the reactants, isn't it? And standard enthalpy of formation of all elements are assumed to be zero under standard conditions. This is very important. Only for elements. Only for elements. Isn't it? Now here, suppose come to this problem, this example. Now I want to calculate the enthalpy of reaction of this one. Isn't it? Now, C plus O2, CO2. What is the C? Diamond or graphite? Graphite, because we are dealing in standard conditions, isn't it? Now here, what is the standard enthalpy of formation? Minus 393.5 kilojoule per mole. When 1 mole CO2 is formed from its constituent element graphite and oxygen, this much of heat energy releases. Now, in this reaction, if I want to calculate the enthalpy of reaction in the standard condition, enthalpy of reaction in standard condition, this is the formula: sigma enthalpy of formation of products minus sigma enthalpy of formation of the reactants. Isn't it? Now here, enthalpy of the reaction in the standard condition. What are the products here? Carbon dioxide. So standard enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide minus of, what are the reactants? Graphite. Standard enthalpy of formation of graphite plus standard enthalpy of formation of oxygen gas. Now this is minus 393.5. Now what is the value of standard enthalpy of formation of graphite? It is assumed to be 0 because in standard condition standard enthalpy of formation of graphite. And what about the oxygen? It is an elemental. It is an element. In case of oxygen, it is an element, so it is also taken as 0. Now, this is the enthalpy of reaction. Remember, in standard conditions, enthalpy of a reaction will be equal to enthalpy of formation of a compound. When a compound, when 1 mole of a compound is formed from its constituent elements in standard state. Isn't it? Now, when 1 mole of a compound is formed from its constituent elements in the standard condition, then we can write the standard enthalpy of a reaction nothing but the standard enthalpy of formation of that compound, isn't it? Now come to which of the following do not represents standard enthalpy of formation? Do not represent standard enthalpy of formation. First option, C plus O2, CO2. Let us say this is graphite. Next one, CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2, CaO solid, CaCO3 solid, CO2 gas. N2 combined with H2 to give NH3. Next, half H2, half Br2, HBr. Next, half H2, half F2, HF. CO plus half O2, CO2. C plus O2, CO2, C dimer. Now, out of these 7 reactions, which do not corresponding to enthalpy of formation in the standard condition. Now, what are the conditions for standard enthalpy of formation? It is the change in enthalpy when 1 mole of a substance is formed from its constituent elements in standard condition, isn't it? That is very important. Now, in first case, 1 mole CO2 is forming from its constituent elements carbon and oxygen, isn't it? What is the stable form? Most occurring form of the carbon, graphite or diamond? Graphite. So graphite stable form means it corresponding to enthalpy of formation. It doesn't correspond to enthalpy of formation in standard condition, isn't it? Now come to second one. We are preparing the CO2, but it is not coming from element. It is coming from compound limestone, CaCO3. So it is not the standard enthalpy of formation. Yes or no? Now come to Ammonia is preparing from dinitrogen and dihydrogen. Okay, these two are the constituent elements of ammonia. But ammonia is forming how many moles? 2 moles ammonia formation takes place. But as per standard definition, 1 mole of a compound has to be prepared from its constituent elements. Isn't it? This is also not representing the enthalpy of formation standard condition. Now, hydrogen combined with bromine to give hydrogen bromide. Yes, how many moles of HBr is forming? 1 mole. So, constituent elements are hydrogen and bromine. But it is also do not corresponding because bromine, what is the standard state of the bromine? Gas or liquid? Liquid, but here it is given gas, so it is not the standard state. Now come to HF, 1 mole coming from half mole H2, half mole F2. Do you know H2 gas, F2 gas, HF is also gas, all these are in standard state? Yes. And 1 mole of a compound is forming? Yes. This is corresponding to standard enthalpy of formation, isn't it? Now come to here. CO2 is preparing from carbon monoxide and oxygen. But the thing is, it must be prepared from its constituent elements. O2 is an element, but CO is not an element, it is a compound. So that it is also do not corresponding to standard enthalpy of formation. So here, first one corresponding to standard enthalpy of formation and fifth one corresponding to standard enthalpy of formation. Isn't it? Now, one more question. In which of the following reaction standard enthalpy of formation, standard enthalpy of reaction, both are equal? Number 1, N2 combined with H2 to give ammonia. H2 combined with O2 to give water. Half H2 half I2 gives HI. Two H2 plus O2, 2H2O. Now, one or more than one options are correct. Reaction or reactions. Let us see. Here, first one. N2 combined with H2 to form ammonia. But ammonia is how many moles? 2 moles. But our statement regarding 1 mole. Our statement corresponding to 1 mole. So this is the, in this reaction, these two not equal. These two not equal. So this is not our answer. This is not our answer. Now come to second one. H2 combined with O2 to give H2O. Now in this reaction, standard enthalpy of formation, standard enthalpy of reaction. Standard enthalpy of reaction is equal to sum of the standard enthalpy of formation of products minus reactants. Reactants are gases. Its value taken in standard condition 0. So this is correct. Now come to, this is the second option is correct. Come to third option, H2I2 combined to give HI. Now here HI is gaseous state, I2 gaseous state and H2 gaseous state. Remember, what is the standard condition of iodine? Iodine must be solid state. So this is not the standard condition. Okay. Now come to fourth one. H2 combined with O2 to give H2O. So in this and in this equation, what is the difference here? Here 1 mole of water, here 2 moles of water. So the statement regarding 1 mole, so it is not corresponding to standard enthalpy of formation. It is corresponding to 2 moles of formation of water. It is it. Now come to limestone. Limestone is coming from constituent elements. What are those? Calcium, carbon, oxygen. Calcium physical state, solid state. Graphite condition, carbon, oxygen is gaseous state. Now here this is corresponding to standard enthalpy of reaction. Nothing but standard enthalpy of, just now I told you, standard enthalpy of reaction, standard enthalpy of formation will be equal when a compound is formed from its constituent elements in standard condition. Suppose if I write here diamond, then it will not the standard enthalpy of formation. Isn't it? Now H2 combined with O2 to give H2O. Is it H2O standard state, gaseous state or liquid state? Liquid state, but it is given gaseous state. So it is not standard enthalpy of formation. So our options are 2, 5. Isn't it? Now, write the thermochemical equations for the standard enthalpy formation of the following compounds. First compound is given ammonia. Second compound is given carbon dioxide. Third compound is given benzene. Fourth compound is given benzoic acid. Fifth compound is given ammonium chloride. Sixth compound is given methanol. Now, we have to write the thermochemical equation. Whenever the question is asking enthalpy of formation, so which compound we have to prepare? Ammonia. First of all, write ammonia on the right hand side. And one more important thing, ammonia should be how many moles? This is very important, 1 mole. Now, keeping 1 mole of ammonia on the right hand side, now verify what are the elements present in the ammonia? Nitrogen and hydrogen. What is the standard state of nitrogen? N2 gas. What is the standard state of hydrogen? H2 gas. Now come to balancing on the left hand side. Don't balance on the right side, because right side already stoichiometry 1 mole. According to 1 mole, here shall I write half mole N2? Because nitrogen atom is 1, here 2. So I am dividing 2, 1 by 2. Multiplying 1 by 2, dividing by 2. Here I am multiplying with 3 by 2. Isn't it? Come to CO2. So whenever standard enthalpy formation is the question, please write the compound which has to be prepared on the right hand side. And remember, the compound must be 1 mole. Here 2 constituent elements are there, C plus O2. Carbon stable state, standard state, graphite. Now benzene. Do you know benzene is a liquid. At room temperature, benzene is a liquid. Now benzene has how many carbons? 6 carbons. How many hydrogens? three hydrogen. Standard state of hydrogen and standard state of carbon. Okay. Now come to benzoic acid. Benzoic acid is a solid state. Benzoic acid is solid state. Now I am taking this is 1 mole. Now how many elements are there in the benzoic acids? Benzoic acid, 3 elements. One is carbon, other one is hydrogen, and other one is oxygen. Total how many carbons are there? 6 plus 1, 7. So I am writing 7 carbon. What is the standard state of carbon? Graphite. How many hydrogens are there? 5 plus 1, 6. So 3 2s are 6. Standard state of hydrogen is gaseous state. Now come to oxygens are there? 2. Here also 2. So this is the thermochemical equation regarding the standard enthalpy of formation of benzoic acid. Now ammonium chloride. Do you know ammonium chloride is an ionic compound, that is a crystalline solid substance. Now it is also containing 3 elements: nitrogen, hydrogen and chlorine. Do you know dinitrogen, dihydrogen, dichlorine, all are gaseous state? Yes, standard state. Now come to balancing. This should be 1 mole. Nitrogen must be half mole here. Hydrogen must be 2 mole, 2 2s are 4, and chlorine must be half mole. Now come to methanol. Methanol is a alcohol. Methanol is a alcohol which is a liquid at room temperature. Now come to, in methanol, one element is carbon, other element is hydrogen, and other element is oxygen. Do you know hydrogen, oxygen gases? Standard state of carbon again graphite. Now one carbon is there, hydrogens are 4, 2 2s are 4, oxygens are 1, so half O2. So this is the, all these reactions corresponding to what? Standard enthalpy of formation. Suppose if I write N2 plus 3H2 corresponding to 2NH3. This is not corresponding to standard enthalpy of formation, because on the right hand side how many moles of ammonia is present? 2 moles, but according to statement 1 mole should be present. 1 mole should be present.